Hi friends, my name is Zakib and welcome back to my channel Developers Point. In this video, we'll be discussing how to add entity framework to our application. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. Let's begin. So we are back to the VS Code and what we are going to do is install a package into our application so that we can make use of entity framework. There are other ORMs available too. Entity framework is not compulsory to use because this is a Microsoft kind of course and what we are using the .NET Code framework. So I am sticking with Microsoft technologies as much as possible to create this application. Then what you want to do, if you are using Visual Studio's code, then we need to install an additional extension. For that we will be going to the extension tab here and then we will be searching for Nuget gallery. And the first one what we find is Nuget gallery, so that we will be installing on that. In my case it is already pre-installed, so I recommend you guys to install this because this is the easiest way to install Nuget gallery. While coming to the Visual Studios and Rider, if you are using them, then it will already be coming with Nuget gallery, so we have no need to install there. But in Visual Studios code we need to install Nuget gallery, so please go ahead and I recommend you to install Nuget gallery. So after installing a Nuget gallery, then what we'll be doing is we'll be going to our dashboard, we will searching for a shortcut command. It will be saying show all commands, Ctrl Shift P. Then we'll be searching here for Nuget gallery and we'll be opening that. And here we can search for what we are looking for. We are looking for Microsoft entity framework .co by Microsoft. So I will be selecting api.csproj to install that and we will be clicking on install. So here in this terminal we can see the code and it's determine the projects and it's installing here. So we'll wait for the installation to get finished. Along with Microsoft Entity Framework Core, what we'll be using is database provider. So I will be searching for Microsoft.entityframework.SQLite, and instead of using SQLite we can also use SQL Server if you are choosing to go with SQL Server. But in my case I am choosing to go with SQLite in this development project, so I will be installing SQLite Microsoft.entityframework.SQLite and the version is 5.0.3. so we will be hitting on install. And here we can see in the terminal that the installation has begun and we will be waiting for it to get done. So it installs all the packages that are required and it says like the installation has been completed. It does not affect the code that we write at all because the nature of entity framework were abstracted away from our database. So the code remains exactly the same no matter which database server you are using. It is why I am using SQL Server Lite, and later on as moving along we will be seeing like how to shift from SQLite to SQL Server. While going further I will be showing you that. So now we can see that Microsoft.entity framework core and SQLite has been installed. So what we will be going to do now is we will be closing that window and we will be going to our file editor, and here we can see api.csproj. Here what we can find is that the package references which are included in this file. So here we can see that Microsoft Entity Framework Core of version 5.0.3 has been included, and for SQLite it is also 5.0.3 which has been included here. So what we will be taking a look at next is we will be creating a database context class that I mentioned before. So please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.